A coin for this unworthy one.
I wish I could...
Stop! Before you enter this village, a word with you. This is Brackenleaf's forest you're entering. Pick no fights and respect the shrines and you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Otherwise, you'll learn quick enough why they call us Brackenleaf's Briars. He's one of the first trees of Grotwood, or so they say. When Ifrit told the tale that created the world, she planted her words in the ground and there grew Brackenleaf. The Briars protect his art and study the art of the hunt beside his roots. We turn no one away from trying, but it's no easy task. Staunch warriors and adept mages alike have faltered in the quest. You must become a fearsome hunter, willing to give your life to protect Brackenleaf. Our leader Glaris can tell you more. Glaris has been one of Brackenleaf's Briars longer than any of us. She meditates in a tree home among the trophies of past hunts.
I've been supplying the Briars for some time now, but I would be more than happy to take your coin as well.
Hope is a foolish fancy. This is just awful.
Did you notice the tiger skulls on my wall? They belong to a Sench couple who stopped Kanathi. Took me the better part of the year to track them. Tell me, stranger, have you ever seen tigers of such size? I can. I've been leader for the Briars for close to 50 years now. We are hunters, blessed by the great tree Brackenleaf with a deep knowledge of the forest and its creatures. In return, we protect Brackenleaf against an enemy called the Outsider. The Outsider is the deathless enemy of the Brackenleaf. It returns again and again to steal the heart of the Brackenleaf, only to be destroyed by the Briars. This and more you will learn in the trials. The first test of the Briars is to listen. Each of the masters has a lesson to teach about the hunt. These are the rules the Briars live by. To live off the flesh, to bring no harm to nature, and to protect Brackenleaf with our lives. One step at a time. Visit the 3 shrines, Snake, Wolf, and Tiger. Light the brazier at each shrine and listen to the masters. Then, if you still want to be a Briar, return to me and I'll explain the next trial. Joining Brackenleaf's Briars is nothing to take lightly. Many have died attempting the trials, and there is always the threat of the Outsider.
I am the snake. I hide in the tall grass and close on my prey with lightning speed. I'm cunning, agile, and fierce. Watch. My prey does not see me coming until it's too late. Deceive and strike. The way of the snake is dark and calculated. Remember this.
I am the tiger. I use brute force to destroy my prey. I am strong, proud, and fearless. I stand toe-to-toe with my prey and deliver a ferocious killing blow. Use superior strength to overcome your prey. The way of the tiger is to dominate. Remember this.
I am the wolf. I howl, and the rest of the pack responds. Sharp-toothed and hungry, we hunt together. Working together, we take down the toughest foe. Hunt as a pack. The way of the wolf is to move in numbers. Remember this.
So, you've heard the masters speak. Snake, tiger, wolf. These are the spirits of the hunt. Each Briar embraces the quality. The next trial will not be so simple. It will require you to commit your whole self, mind, and body. Venture to the frog cave near the seashore. A rare breed of red frog, the Falinesti peeper, lives among the reeds. Capture one and eat it. Yes, and it must be consumed alive. The frog will allow you to see the forest like you never have before. Once your journey begins, the spirits of the forest will guide you. Don't be alarmed if the world around you seems to change. It's a property of the Valnesti Peeper to reveal the true nature of the forest. But be careful. The true nature of the forest can be deadly.
Oh, a Dominion soldier. Can you help me? My friend Feralian has gone missing, and I'm worried he got himself into trouble inside the cave to the north. It's my fault. I was going on and on about a silk dress I saw on a high elf in Elden route the other day. Feralian swore he'd get me the dress. I didn't think he'd venture into a cave full of spiders to do it. I think Feralian hoped to gather their silk to make the dress. Foolish elf. There are stories about a spider the size of a bear and twice as fierce that makes its home there. Oh gods, if something happened to him. Please, look for Feralian in the cave to the north. But Aye, the fearful matriarch of the Spider Den. They say she's 1,000 years old. Call her the Spider Queen. It makes my skin crawl just thinking about it.
My cousin was studying with Tellinger at Esduin. Thank you for all you did there.
Speak to me, friend. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. I'm a friend. The disorientation you're feeling is natural. It will pass. It's been a while since Glaris sent anyone here. She's been more cautious since the boy Erengor nearly died. Glaris and so many before her. This place was still young when I was cut from the branches of Brackenleaf and given life. How are you feeling? Are you ready to proceed? It's time for you to speak to Brackenleaf. Only he can judge whether you are worthy to serve him as one of his briars. Find him in the center of this grove. If he wills it, we will meet again.
have to speak up. My hearing isn't what it used to be, and it was never very good to begin with. No ears, you see. Oh, the briars, you say? The briars carry my heart within them. They protect it with their very lives. It's a lot to give to protect a tree, especially one as old as me. Tell me, why do you want to join my briars? No one has ever given me that answer. Carefree as a sapling, letting the breeze bend your branches this way and that. But becoming a briar requires determining. Very good. I trust Glaris has told you about the spirits of the hunt. First, you must decide which fits you best. The snake's dark purpose, the tiger's grim determination, or the kinship of the wolf. Sharp-toothed and clever, the wolf understands that sometimes it is better to hunt in a pack than alone. The wolf's prey is the tiger. Hunt the wolf's prey to become like the wolf.
Brackenleaf is pleased, but you are not finished yet. Each hunter is also prey to another hunter. Wolf hunts tiger, and tiger hunts snake, and snake hunts wolf. It's not enough to hunt your prey. Your spirit animal's shrine lies at the edge of the forest. Light the brazier, and your predator will appear. Be prepared. Just as you stalked your prey, so your predator will pursue you with lethal cunning. When you are done,
Oh, now you have seen how the roles of hunter and hunted are interchangeable. You have stalked your prey and confronted your predator. You are almost ready to become a briar. One last trial remains. As I've said before, the briars are my guardians. They protect my heart against the outsider. An enemy who wants to steal my heart at any cost. You are the outsider. Your final trial is to enter my trunk and touch the flame of my heart. The Masters will fight you at every turn, and only by defeating them can you prove yourself worthy to become one of them. You have seen how the hunter is also the hunted. Well, in the same way, every briar begins as the outsider, a stranger who does not belong. Only by dying or completing the final test and joining the briars is the outsider defeated. Are you ready?
Death is nothing. The only thing that matters is Bethany's survival.
Outsider, you'll not get past me.
You are not welcome.
The flame of my heart now resides within you. Carry it with honor and protect my forest with pride. I will now return you to Glarus. Newest of the Briars, you have my blessing. Good luck, and return to my forest anytime.
So, you've returned. Tell me, what did you see? Did you speak to Brackenleaf? Everyone's vision is a little different, but we all must take the heart and experience the role of the outsider. You stopped being the outsider when you proved yourself strong enough to defeat the Masters, and Brackenleaf offered you his heart. The Masters you fought were illusions, but they fought with all the strength of their real counterparts. Tell me, what spirit animal did you choose? Go to the Wolf's Shrine. Pray at the brazier and receive the blessing of Brackenleaf's Briars. Then return to me for the final rite of initiation. You have the blessing. Good. Then with open arms, I welcome you to our family, Brackenleaf's Briars. May you succeed in all your hunts, and the great tree keep you in the shade of his leafy branches. You may return here as often as you like, and anywhere you see the Shrine of the Wolf, you may seek Brackenleaf's blessing. Congratulations, friend.
Why carry on?
was food for sure. Thank you. We should get out of here while we can. Thanks, friend. I was this close to becoming those spiders' next meal. At least I managed to gather some silk for Mendil. She'll have her dress yet. She deserves it. I wish there was something I could give you by way of gratitude, but I'm an elf of little means, and this pittance is all I have. It'll have to be enough. Thank you.
Aurelian's a little shaken, but he'll be okay. I won't let him out of my sight again for a long time. You can be sure of that.
Our orders were to protect the Mages Guild in their excavation, so you will have to see to your own defense. We're spread too thin to do anything but guard this camp. General Indare, commander of the Jade Dragoons. She sent us here personally from our garrison in Haven. What? That's preposterous! When did this happen? We received no word of a decampment. Our orders were to come here, mine the Mages Guild dig, and await further orders. She told us recovering relics was of great import to the Dominion. I didn't ask questions, but I think it has something to do with Eldenroot. Something's going on there. Something political. I think the General wants to get out in front of it. What? That's preposterous!
This was supposed to be a simple assignment.
I should never have allowed Lieutenant Orion to push us around. The ossuary of Telekar was thought to be the resting place of Mannimarco's most powerful disciple. We were searching the site, carefully mind you, when the Shades awoke. I don't know. They poured out of the ground. The soldiers rushed me back to camp, and now I'm the only one remaining. Lieutenant Orion won't let me venture from the camp, but you have no such restriction. Please find my acolytes. Some must still live.
I owe you one.
I can make it back to camp from here.
Hurry me quickly, before any more of them return. Research. All I want to do is research. Why do I always end up in life or death situations? Either in Darwin's cursed or I am. Shades boiling up from the ground? What next? Trolls in heat? We were excavating for artifacts when Dominion soldiers showed up, demanding we turn over anything we'd found. And Darwin showed them what we had, but Lieutenant Urian insisted we work faster. No protocols, no safeguards. I have no idea. The Mages Guild has procedures for a reason. Not that the soldiers listened. We found an ancient scepter made from bone, but before we could properly contain the artifact, one of those idiots grabbed it. That's right. And if it weren't for you, I'd have joined them. I'm heading back to our base camp. You should speak with Darwin if you think you can help sort out this mess. You can't be any worse than Lieutenant Orion.
What are you doing? That's not your property. I appreciate what you did for the Bone Scepter? Yes, it's in my pack, just outside this tent. That Bone Scepter is the only thing of note we found. There's no end of trouble since we pulled it from the ruin. It's not dangerous, not directly. What I mean to say is that holding it won't rot your hand off. At least not immediately. It summons all the shades, I suspect. It certainly doesn't control them. Not that I found anyway. Although, the markings carved into the scepter are all Aliad, for Pale Sentinel. Could that mean the creature at the heart of the ruin? It's the only shade we've heard speak, though it mostly just wails. It is rather pale, come to think of it, and the scepter works obsidian into bone, which is an old form of necromantic control. Say, would you care to help prove a theory? If that shade is in fact the Pale Sentinel, that bone scepter may have some control over it. And if it's directing the rest of the shades, perhaps you could force it to stop. Besides, we can't allow Telekar's ancient traps to remain active. Not this close to Elden Root. He was a necromancer, one of Manamarco's most talented apprentices, but he and his wife Vestari eventually left Manamarco's tutelage. It isn't entirely clear. There are many theories, but they all boil down to a difference of opinion. Seems to be the way of things with necromancers.
Leave this place. I won't let you wake him. Bone Scepter. No, please, don't wake him. Stop! Don't make me go back. I was so close to escaping him forever. Telekar. A bad man who sleeps inside these ruins. When he wakes, I'll be trapped here forever. I'll do everything I can to get away. I did not! Telekar's servants hurt those people. They don't like you if you aren't from here. When he wakes, he'll control them completely. Just like me. The Bone Scepter holds power over Telekar's monsters. Over me. I can't lie to you. Besides, lying is wrong. One of Telekar's victims. But I don't have to be. If you can free me before he wakes, I'll leave. Then he'll go back to sleep forever. Hooray! Follow me inside the ruin. We don't want the Shades to hear us. They're his spies, you know. Quiet in here. Telekar's servants don't like things with blood inside them. And they really don't like noise. There's a big sparkly door inside the Constellation Room. It's this big lock Vistari made, to keep him asleep inside. She doesn't come around anymore. I think that's why the door isn't so sparkly. Telekar's wife. They fought and fought, because he was a bad man, and she was a good woman. But she thought she could change him. When she realized he'd always been bad, she locked him in here. But the lock grew weak, and now he's waking. Vistari left 3 of the things we need in special rooms around the ruins. The 4th is stuck inside some of Telekar's servants. If you smash them open, I won't tell. But about all the pieces, I don't know how to make them work together. I'm sorry. That's easy. The morning room, the smelly room, and the forbidden room. But don't worry, I can keep you safe. We should just go there. I'll point out what we need. I can distract Telekar's servants. Point the Bone Scepter at one of them and I'll blind it. Then you can smack it until it falls down. Don't worry, it's not like you're hurting it. They get back up again, eventually. Behold, the Forbidden Room. I come here to think sometimes. It's where Vistari left the book she wrote in when she put Telekar to sleep. It's the smelly room. That glowy vial lit the hallways when Vistari carried it back from the Constellation room. I don't like the moaning room. All the servants used to live in the cages. But Vistari brought that old skull back here. I'm sure of it. Once we find all the pieces we need. That's the last of them. We have all the pieces. We should go to the Constellation room and put Telekar back to sleep. You have everything Vistari had when she made Telekar go to sleep. I don't remember how she did it. I'm sorry. But I know... You have everything, Vistari. You have everything. Something's happening. I think it's working.
How dare you intrude within my... What? It's you!
Let me go!
You there! Explain yourself! What are you doing in my home? Who are you? Why have you invaded my... The Shades defend my home from thieves. Neither I nor my servants bear any interest in the living. My work concerns one who died long ago. And now, I would know why this creature travels with you. Simple-minded thing. Those wards haven't contained me for decades. I remain within by choice. Now, I'm at a critical juncture in my research, and I need this creature to complete it. If you interfere, I'll drive you from my home. Now, be gone.
No, please! I don't want to stay here!
You dare interrupt me? Kalian, my son, see to this intruder. Again, you trouble me at a critical juncture. What must I do to hasten your departure? Attempting to restore my son despite your interruptions. That creature is a piece of him, an imperfect piece. If I reunite flesh and spirit, I can revive my son. He's my son. I'd do anything to restore him to a fraction of himself. With refinement, I can make him whole again. Vistari thought this hubris. If she hadn't left this world, I'd try to make her understand. That we could one day be a family again. I needed time to refine my methods, and time I have had. And now, I have his spirit. I don't wish to harm this creature. But without the Bone Scepter to control it, I must resort to cruder methods. You what? That scepter is crafted from my own bones.
it can bind the creature to his immortal husk. Once Kalian's wounds knit, I'll summon him here. You must bind the creature to his husk, set things to how they should be. No. You feared I would raise an undead army to march through Grotwell? My wife and I spurned Manimarco for a reason. But in return for binding this creature to my son's husk, I pledge we will remain within our home forever. He was young when he had his accident. Too young. The creature you've met can't fully comprehend the world around it. Unless properly supervised, it could harm itself or others without knowing what it did. No, to set it free would be a cruelty. Kalian is my son. I needed all his remains to craft the husk, so I had to use my own for the scepter. To command a spirit, use a focus made of its bones or those of its close relatives. Basic necromantic principle. I broke through Vestari's ward just under a century ago. I have remained here ever since, attempting to restore what remained of my family. I will never leave, as long as Kalian remains at my side. This is my home.
No, please. You can't make me be a monster again. I don't want to be here anymore. It hurt when I was a monster. It hurt worse than these chains. I want my father to sleep so I can go away. I don't know. I wish you could use the bone scepter on him. Point it at his body. There on the throne. And tell him to go to sleep. Then I could finally leave. Far away from here. Somewhere safe and warm. Somewhere where I'd have friends.
No! What are you? What?
You did it! You did it! I'm free! I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll be far away from here. Telekar can't hurt me anymore. Here, I can open a portal so you can be with your friends. Tell them I'm sorry about the Shades. As long as they stay away, they should be fine.
The Shades seem to have weakened, but that hasn't stopped them from probing this camp. Doesn't matter how long it takes. We'll keep the mages safe so they can get back.
Ifrey, the singer, the storyteller, who resides in the now.
My husband, Ningwenel, went for a walk yesterday morning. Said he wanted to get away from the squabbling at Eldenroot. He hasn't come back. I went looking for him this morning with our dog, and now my dog has wandered off. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. The last place I saw our dog eat was near the fork in the road that leads to Cormount, just west of here. Take this whistle. Use it when you get to the fork in the road. I'll wait here in case he comes home.
Ironic. Huh. We come back to my homeland and I'm the one that falls into a ravine. I used to scale these rocks like they were stairs. I guess none of us are immune to the ravages of time. Just give me a second and I'll head back home. I knew Eat wouldn't leave me here to rot. Ms. Zahabi will be worried sick. Thank you.
You look like someone who seeks to travel while earning honest coin. What could be holding up that the customs?
family is back together. I can never thank you enough.
Spirit of the trees, who taught us both what it is to be a tree and how to sing the tree's own song.
Have you heard about the madness in South Point? My cub sister said she saw people building houses out of mud crabs.
And how would that work exactly? They'd skitter away. Don't believe everything you hear.
Doubt if you will. My sister does not lie. I might go there to see for myself.
Praise the Eight. Praise be to you for your bravery at Torina.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
Did you know wood elves have a way with animals? Nobody else handles animals the same way we do, since we're the only people who observe the Green Pact. So really, I'm the best stable master you'll ever see.
Such attention to detail in your work. This one is jealous.
dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family.
Shalador found you. Good to see you again. I've deciphered the spell inside the book. Are you prepared for Sheogorath's first test? Excellent. It's been fascinating to work with Shalador. Even though he can't read the book, he's been an invaluable resource. I had to decipher layers upon layers of meaning hidden within the tome. Yes, speak with the Archmage. He's meditating on the challenges ahead. I'm still somewhat drained from my efforts, so he'll open the portals to the Shivering Isles for you. Auriel, watch your steps. I'm very excited about this project. Shalador's sanctuary would be a boon to every mage in Tamriel. Even Guildmaster Vanus approves of our work here. Not much. We tried to scry into oblivion to get a sense of the place. I couldn't see anything, but I was swept up in a strong sense of homesickness. I came of age where most High Elves do, the beautiful green shores of the Somerset Isles. I often think of the pink petals and soft breezes of my homeland. I'm not sure why those memories return to me today, though. I'm so glad you asked. On the surface, it's a simple book of nursery stories from the Dunmerland of Stonefalls, but that's just on the surface. So much more. Each story has hidden meanings, clever references to arcane lore, twisting and turning into the depths of history. It was fascinating to fully unlock the secrets of the book. Sheogorath may be a madman, but he's also a genius. Of course, Adept. While investigating some ruins for me, you caught the notice of Archmage Shalador, ancient patron of mages everywhere.
The brazier is ready. Velast prepared it precisely. According to my instructions, of course. We're having trouble opening a portal directly there. So we created this anchor to help us. Some trickery of Sheogorath's, no doubt. The next time around, I'm sure this won't be an issue.
Ah, right on time. Welcome back. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever show up. My lord seems to derive amusement from my annoyance. You are here to retrieve a tome for that Shalador person, correct? Just a moment, mortal. Lord Sheogorath asks that you perform a task first, to prove your competence. He claims to have misplaced a pair of items. Items you must recover. A fork and a staff. Please do try to be quick. My lord enjoys making me wait, but he's not very patient himself. I've opened a portal for your convenience. It should lead you directly to the fork. I'd say at your leisure, mortal, but I expect I have more time ahead of me than you do. My lord is certain he lost his utensil somewhere in Skyrim. It was during a visit to his friend Korthor in Vuldengrav. That was during the Merethic era, I believe. My lord visited with Korthor a very, very, very long time ago. Really, what do they teach mortals these days? It's an heirloom. My lord is quite fond of it. Has a bit of magic around it too, I think. I don't know. I don't question Lord Sheogorath. The fork excites and synergizes magicka around it. When held in the hand of someone more notable than yourself, it can produce dramatic results. In your hand, it might be suitable for conveying roast beef to your mouth. My lord is certain he lost his...
Never forget that smell. A dragon priest's tomb. Look at the treasures he's collected. Perhaps the fork is here as well. Old Korthor's set up an ice barrier. That chest. Perhaps the fork is in there.
My priest will make quick work of you. Lafdinuki.
The shadows move, adept. Watch yourself. Eyes to the sky. Another group.
No matter. Come, face me yourself.
There. The ice barrier is down. We can get through.
Ah, there you are. The fork is mine. Dear news.
Strike now!
Come, mortal. Let's not waste time, shall we? I see you have... Now, for the staff. When last we spoke, my lord recalled the discomfort of desert sand. I believe it lies somewhere within Hammerfell, in the dry and decayed hands of Prince Malil. Prince Malil Alakir, the Sith of Yokuda, a formidable warrior in his day. That was over 1,000 years ago, but still.
As I expected. Another resting place for the dead. This is the necropolis, Asakala. The resting place of Prince Malil, also known as the Scythe of Observe the Yokudan statues. Each bears a crystal in the helm and a seal at the base. The essences you see swirling around in the air here, their energy can be used to unlock those keystones. Here, I can grant an aura that will allow you to capture the essences as they pass through you. Collect as many of the small ones as you can. They should unlock these scarab seals on the statues nearby. I'll need to consider the other two. This place is incredible. The ancient Red Guards were a noble and accomplished people. What can I tell you, Adept? What sort of archmage would I be if I didn't? I spent my mortal life seeking knowledge of all things, not just magic. Yokudan, or as you know them, Redguard, culture is no exception. If Valast was here, I'm sure she could tell you the same. Imbue them into one of the scarab seals.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Good. Now to collect 4 more. Final 4. Imbue them into the other seal.
Harvest my generals.
For such a superstitious, mage-hating people, this place is a work. Have you observed the sand barriers on those passages in the canyon walls? I suspect the prince's generals may be waiting with... Very simple, Adept. The seals at the bases of those statues show a scorpion and a spider. Those were the spirit totems claimed by Malil's chief generals, Sadina and Rashomta.
You'll never reach Malil.
Sadina's statue should have the scorpion seal at its base.
Lucky feet, mortal. The staff is still mine.
My life for Malil.
You're on the right. Rashomta's statue will be marked with the spider seal. Crystals hum with power. Go to the center. You should find the key to Prince Malil's tomb there.
You dare open my tomb? Come then, and feel the scythe's blade! Insect! You will never hold the staff! Never! The staff is mine!
I'd guess Haskell will be waiting outside. Let's go.
Another successful retrieval, I see. Very well, then. I've instructions to have you return to the Isles. My lord would have a word with you. Ah, right on time. Welcome back.
Look, Haskell! Farkey's back! Oh, it's so nice to see him again! Oh, good to see you too, Mortal, I guess. Wonderful! I'll just take... Forky. Oh, I've missed you so much, Forky. Let's never be parted again. Oh, it gives me goosebumps just to hold him in me hand again. Ah, the Wabbajack. Belial held it down in that dusty tomb for so long. Say, why don't you clear its throat? Take it in hand and use it on some of these holier-than-thou temple types. No need to worry, you pretty mortal head. The Wabbajack, it unleashes the potential in everyone. The unrecognized essence of artistic beauty that swells and beats within the... Look, you want the book? Whack some folks with the Wabbajack!
Busy here.
A bit rusty, but not bad. So funny watching you mortals muck around with things you can't possibly understand. I'll be needing that back now. And as promised, the book. Well, go ahead. Take it. Once it's yours, it'll send you straight back to Tamriel. Funny how books have a way of transporting you. No? Oh. Simply hold your breath, close your eyes, and count to, let's say, 1,000,000.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have the second book? Excellent. The Circus of Cheerful Slaughter? That's quite a title. I'll begin my research immediately. Can't wait.